I have to preface this by saying that I'm sort of a gaming nut. I've been playing video games since I was a kid, and my introduction came in the form of Super Mario on the Nintendo family computer. I also love making games, though much of my work was in the limited capacity of a game producer. Unfortunately, my stint in game development was cut short by personal circumstances. These days, I'm just content enjoying games as a regular gamer. Today, I woke up to the news on Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard in a massive deal. I think this might impact the gaming scene in a huge way that it should elicit some reaction from me. You can consider me a longtime fan of Blizzard, particularly since their initial titles were the must-play PC games of my youth. Warcraft, Starcraft, Diablo were all staples to school kids in the 90s. Their follow-up titles sort of fell under my radar during what you'd call a gaming hiatus. I didn't really get to play games during college, and that lasted well into a good part of my young professional days. It was only in 2016 that I got to revisit Blizzard titles, thanks to my friend Jojo, who's a true blue Blizzard fan, man. My reintroduction came around the release of Overwatch, and I found the game really cool and enjoyable, and it gave me a chance to dive into multiplayer gaming. Though I didn't really have the skills for a first person shooter, there's just something about Blizzard's game design and audiovisual take that draws you into the game. I got so hooked with Overwatch that I bought all the Blizzard titles again. With games, it does help to have your own money to burn, and I played through all of the titles in their entireties in quick succession. I even tried catching up with World of Warcraft, leveling a toon from scratch, and playing through the Legion expansion. So since then, I essentially immersed myself in many things Blizz. I logged over 1,000 hours playing Overwatch. I went through StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3 and all of their expansions. I also have 3 max level toons in WoW that I leveled up without using character boosts, and that was before leveling got streamlined in the recent expansion. Sure, I managed to squeeze in playing other games within the time span, and I'd still have to say that The Witcher 3 is still the best game ever. But I don't think that these games will trump the total time I spent playing Blizzard games collectively. Unfortunately, the past year and a half have sort of cooled me from my enthusiasm. Some would argue that it's all Activision's fault. Ever since the merger, Blizzard franchises have been turned into more of money-making schemes rather than be the immersive and enjoyable games that they're supposed to be. Personally, I didn't like the direction that Blizzard has taken. Overwatch got too hyped for esports, and that sort of alienated the casual player base, of which I am part. WoW's 2 most recent expansions were basically, meh for me. I felt that the whole Battle for Azeroth storyline eventually became pointless, and introducing the Afterlife realm in Shadowlands was an overreach in terms of lore. Warcraft 3 Reforged was basically a money grab, and I have yet to even start playing the remaster of Diablo 2, even though I bought that one as a pre-order late last year. Conscious as I am about cognitive biases, I know my attachment to Blizzard these days is basically from sunk cost effect. And sunk cost effect is the tendency to throw good money after bad as a way to justify, the money or effort that's already been put into something. The games have been stale, and yet I can't find myself quitting them totally because my account has a complete set of mercy skins. Aside from that, Activision Blizzard has also been embroiled in a shitstorm of controversy, particularly with regard to the sexual harassment lawsuit and allegations that claim that the company fostered a toxic and discriminatory workplace environment. Many felt that even the current company executives aren't doing much to address the issue. So now here we are with the news that the tech giant Microsoft is now taking over the whole company. Part of me is hopeful that the corporate shakeup might help Activision Blizzard shed its bad mojo. But mergers and acquisitions don't happen overnight, so I wonder what will Blizzard do until then? Their embattled CEO has been reported to be maintaining his position until the M&A concludes. So I don't know if change would come soon enough. Plenty of people are linking this to a big metaverse play for Microsoft. Well, to be fair, World of Warcraft provides a concrete look at how virtual worlds can be built, maintained, popularized, and monetized successfully. One surefire angle here is that some Activision Blizzard titles will become Xbox exclusives, Xbox has been taking a beating in the console wars, partly because of its lackluster stable of exclusives, and it's high time that they make a move to draw gamers away from PlayStation. As of now, PlayStation has a much better lineup of exclusives. We'll only know as things progress how this development will actually play out. I sure hope that this will turn out to be something of a positive for the Blizzard franchise and the Blizzard titles, because I'm still hopeful that there'll be a decent Overwatch 2 that will launch sometime in the future.